Every morning the sun rises, but what if one day it didn't? The ancient Egyptians believed that the sun was not just a star. It was the lifeblood of the world, carried across the sky by the great sun god Ra. But every night, an ancient evil threatened to swallow the light forever. A monstrous serpent known as Apophis lurked in the darkness, waiting for the right moment to strike. And one fateful night, he won. The sun vanished. The world was plunged into eternal night, and only one person, a young priest, dared to journey into the underworld to bring back the light. In Egyptian mythology, Ra was more than a god. He was life itself. Every day he traveled across the sky in his great solar boat, bringing light to the world. But his journey didn't end at sunset. As night fell, Ra's boat descended into the underworld, Duat, a realm of shadows and nightmares. Here he faced his greatest enemy, Apophis, the serpent of chaos. Apophis was massive, a serpent so large that he could coil around the entire sky. His only purpose? To devour the sun and plunge the world into eternal darkness. Every night, Ra and his divine warriors, including the gods Seth, Bastet, and Thoth, battled the monstrous serpent to ensure the sun would rise again. It was a war that never ended, until one night, everything changed. On this fateful night, Apophis unleashed a new kind of darkness, stronger, deeper, and more terrifying than ever before. As Ra's boat entered Duat, the serpent struck with unimaginable power, and this time, he won. With a single crushing blow, Apophis shattered the solar boat. The fire of the sun flickered, and then it disappeared. The world fell into eternal night. The great Nile turned cold, crops withered, the stars faded, and for the first time in history, the sun did not rise. Across Egypt, panic spread. Priests cried out to the gods, but there was only silence. The people feared that Apophis had finally won, and the world would never see daylight again. But in the holy temple of Karnak, a young priest had a vision. In his dream, the goddess Isis whispered a prophecy. The sun is trapped in the realm of shadows. Only one who walks the path of the dead may bring it back. With no other choice, the priest vowed to journey into the underworld itself, to face Apophis and free Ra. But the road ahead was filled with unspeakable horrors. He found the sacred gate of Duat, hidden beneath the sands. As he stepped through, the air turned cold, and he entered a world unlike any other. Duat was not a place for the living. It was an endless labyrinth of shadow, filled with lost souls, ancient demons, and horrors beyond imagination. Every step the priest took was met with trials. First, he crossed the river of fire, where ghostly hands reached out to pull him under. Then, he walked through the valley of the forgotten, where whispers of the dead tried to lure him into madness. But the greatest danger was ahead. Apophis was waiting. At the heart of Duat, the young priest saw it, Apophis, coiled around a glowing sphere, the captured essence of the sun. The monstrous serpent turned its glowing red eyes toward him. With a voice like thunder, it hissed, "You cannot steal what belongs to the darkness. The light is gone forever." But the priest was prepared. From his robes, he drew the seal of Maat, a sacred symbol of balance and order. He raised it high, and golden light exploded outward, striking the serpent. Apophis shrieked in pain, his body writhing as the darkness cracked and shattered. With one final prayer, the priest released Ra's light back into the heavens. The underworld trembled, and in the distance, the first rays of dawn broke through the darkness. The world gasped as the sun returned, rising over the horizon, bathing the land in golden light. The Nile flowed once more, crops flourished, and the people rejoiced. The young priest, now a hero, was honored for his bravery. But deep within Duat, in the farthest reaches of the void, Apophis lurked, waiting for his chance to strike again. Because the war between light and darkness was not over. It was a battle that would continue for all eternity. But is this just a myth? Or could there be some truth behind it? Even today, Apophis's name lives on. A massive asteroid, 99,942 Apophis, is named after the serpent, and in 2029, it will pass closer to Earth than any other asteroid in recorded history. Could this be a coincidence? Or is Apophis's shadow still reaching out across time? What do you think? Will Ra always win? Or will there be a day when the sun does not rise? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to explore more epic myths. Which legend should we cover next? Tell us in the comments. See you in the next video.